Hi everyone, this is Fluffy Mia and welcome to The Last Door, episode 2, first gameplay of this episode 2. So, let's continue. We were in the house in the episode 1. Yeah, previously. Let's see that. Jeremiah DeWitt receives a mysterious letter from his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth. I think I skipped all the thing. Yeah, I skipped all the thing. But anyway, in the last, on episode 1, we were in this house and we found his friend Anthony hanging himself, and we're gonna find out why he did it. So, tag along. Oh, we are priests now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as is in heaven. Give us each day our daily bread. No. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive your debtors. Ooh. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. That's some sick thing. We're gonna skip this intro and just begin, I think. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Trees. I think I'm in a forest. Am I in my psychology office? Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me. What's happening? What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. When I count to 3, you will wake up. 1, 2, 3. Now, wake up. Wake up! You can rest now, Mr. DeWitt. That will be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I'm confident that this is the best course of the treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? I started to find advocate words. It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I ever heard, inside a complete darkness, where an evil dwells deep below. A forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep down inside our being. In my case, that fear has already awoken. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mr. DeWitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on our case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years, who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience will be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it will help, doctor, I'll leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you, Dr. Wakefield. I bid you good evening. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anna die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words a result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter, you wrote that someone awaits me, a warning to ward me from a genuine danger or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity. Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to the boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Dot, dot, dot. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. Just staring at window, looking at lampposts, staring at the fire, and just sitting in bed. And now we're gonna go to this. Okay. Dum dum dum. Episode 2, Memories. An old, quite damaged mailbox. There's a postcard inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and I still have heard no news from you. My brothers insist that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you will never do that to me, for I know your heart and the honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London. I pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will always be waiting. I will be always waiting for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off in the fountain. The angel Gabriel, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. Could we? No. Why? Yeah. Let's go in. Oh, it's a nun. Pardon, excuse me, sister. Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. DeWitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. DeWitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and is now exclusively dedicated to a prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. DeWitt? I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. Addition, there's a little to say. We sisters arrived after boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsieur of course. Monseigneur? Blah. Exactly. But you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. DeWitt? It'd be good for me to appreciate the passage of time. Its place will help me remember. I prefer not to talk about it. I guess that it will be a good idea to visit this place again and preserve the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time. What are you talking about? This place will help me remember my past. If you have memory problems, I would recommend you to visit a doctor immediately and don't waste your time here. To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important to me, but it is a lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. DeWitt. I will allow you to stay around here. I hope you won't regret my decision. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. And just hanging the things there. Let's check this out. Oh, who are you? Doctor? I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He has been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinich, and then this is my brother Matthew. Juliet. Cough. Why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? Cough. My letters. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago, my poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Finch. I hope he recovers. Thank you. But I think this letter is just to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it with me. I will be so kind. As you can see, my brother is too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who's written to you. Oh, it's a letter from you, our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you're recovering. I wish that. Oh my God. Beloved sister, come home soon. You lying piece of shit. Among the bags, I see a pack of letters bound by twine. My letters, all the letters I wrote to dear Juliet. You never post them. But why, Mary? Why will you do such a thing? Cough. How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is marrying someone of your status, of our family status. It was for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you anymore, Mary. Leave me be from this day forth. You are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I who have stayed by your side all through your illness. Very well, Matthew, you have your way. I will leave you, and then you see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. Thanks to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it serves you better than it has myself. A magazine titled Weird Tales. Alright, madam. There was a rhythmic sound, like a breathing. What do you mean? It was last night I felt an increasing pressure on my temples, something dry and rough like tree bark brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. A little lamp, and there was nothing. I'm sure it was just my nightmare, madam. Yeah, you're not gonna take that. A gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful than this possible. Please, someone, pity, I'm sorry you cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need, if you wish. You can pray there next to the statue of a lady. Don't you think she is beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. A lot of talking in this episode. Dear brother, I received your letter and I will try to write you more frequently. I hope you're studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever and I do not feel very well, but I'm on medication. Today is my birthday and I'm feeling blue. It is a quiet and boring Sunday in the village. Mom is going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing, what you are learning, how it is Scotland, and so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot, you dear sister. Okay? Okay. There's an odd sentence written on the board. In death there's hope, in death there's life. One must seek his true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it has been there for years, as the shock has faded in some places. Oh my god, it's more. Yeah, we're gonna skip this. Who? In this photograph of my graduating class, I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. One face has been completely scratched out. I'm not gonna take it. You know? I remember that we used to explore of the occult. I remember that we used to keep here some textbooks. Now there's a music box. Dun dun dun. We're gonna take the music box to the lady. No? Not gonna do that? No. Sorry then. I unlock the door. Can we go in? Please? Oh! All locked with cup and badly finished. It seems that however made it was a bit rushed to finish. Good evening. I hope you're right and this turns out to be indeed a good evening. My name is DeWitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mr. DeWitt. I'm Frank Baldwin. Do not ask me why, but Monsignor specially ordered to bury the corpses here. Why? I do not understand. I shall let you go back to your work. Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I do not understand. What is there to understand, Mr. DeWitt? God has forsaken this place. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening. No. What's this? Oh my god, it's hacking. Why is hacking? Okay. Piece of old fishing net. Yeah, let's take it. And we have explored all the downstairs nearly, and next time we're gonna explore more of the downstairs and upstairs. So let's just say goodbye here and have a good one. Bye!